I'm a bit of a history geek.
Okay.
And I'm very into history and I love it. And I will tell you about the Titanic dates because we're at the Titanic Hotel, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Something we haven't talked about, but we're actually sat in Thomas Andrews' office at the moment.
I know, this is amazing.
Yeah, his real office where the Titanic was designed. We're at the Harland and Wolff shipyard, which is now the Titanic Hotel.
Uh-huh.
And I just think that's really cool. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, as a child, I could tell you literally everything about the Titanic. Of course, I still remember loads of it, but I could tell you literally everything.
And why do you think that you kind of specifically were interested in the Titanic itself?
Well, I was very into ships anyway, because I'm such a nerd. I'm like, ships, aren't they wonderful creations?
Amazing.
Yeah, man-made miracles.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like that. And I got the Titanic book for my birthday for when I was 8. And it was beautiful. Yeah. It was this picture book, and I'm in love with it to this day.
Well, let's be honest. It is quite a story in itself. You know, even if you look at the romance of it or the tragedy of it.
Yeah, it's
the
both.
Titanic. Yeah. And of course, it's a cautionary tale, obviously, because of the, this is the unsinkable ship. And whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but for Belfast, who built it, it's a very big deal because, you know, if you think about even shipbuilding was a very big deal here and it was a big part of the economy and it's a big reason why they kept the north of Ireland, actually, which is a whole other thing. But, you know, it is a part of essential because the industry that happened up here and then over the time that changed. But the Titanic itself represents so much more to people, I think. It's one of these mythological moments.
It is.
It takes over people.
It's like Icarus.
Yes. Flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, but that's what it is, isn't it?
It is, really. It is. And it's mankind being taught a little lesson of the, you know, how you can't be, I suppose, overconfident about things. It's unfortunate. It's a shame because actually, how different would it be had it not struck the iceberg? You know,
very different. We wouldn't have been set here now.
No, we wouldn't be sitting in this office.
This hotel wouldn't have existed.
No, that's very true. Well, yeah, no, you're right.
Well, it might have, but it wouldn't have been the Titanic Hotel. It would just be like the old shipyard hotel.
I'd like to think that we would still be sitting somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
But yeah, no.
Eurovision would have still existed. It didn't. Yeah.
Tell me, why do you love Titanic then?
It just came to me, but it's mainly the book that got me into it, and I'll show you what it looks like later. You'll understand
Can't wait.
How that kind of affects an 8-year-old boy who was so much into ships, as I said, and the Titanic itself and history. So this is what I had as a child.
Okay, so this is your book.
This is my book, yeah.
And you were what age were you? 8?
8, yes.
8. Wow.
And this kind of caught my attention and made me so. Well, I can say obsessed with the Titanic.
Well, it's understandable. I mean, the Titanic itself is quite a mystery, isn't it? And the people who lived on it, and you know, even everything about it is so different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at this.
But you should have a look at what's in the middle.
What's in the middle? Oh my goodness! Is this what you're talking about here?
Yes.
No wonder you're obsessed.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, everyone's seen it.
I know. I'll never get those 4 hours back. You know what? I loved is a strong word, but the actual sinking of the ship was.
I loved it when
fantastic.
They all died. Yeah.
It was fantastic because I think it was the first time you really realised what that might have been like for someone. But
it's painful, isn't
I'm
it?
afraid the rest of it. You know, I didn't really mind when Jack died at the end.
No one does.
Jack and Rose.
Some people do, but it's not my thing.
No, it's not.
I like the film though because it looks great. I mean, it hasn't aged at all.
Oh no, it doesn't. And the I have to say, you know, of course, Celine sings it. You know that,
iconic.
I know, iconic, and a little Eurovision moment there.
And I feel like It's For You is a bit of it's kind of a Celine song, isn't it?
Oh, you see, you're a charmer. Look at that. That's a great thing. But when you saw it break in half, I didn't realise that happened. I don't think you really think about the practicality of how that actually happened, even though we know the Titanic sunk. And I love the fact they did it in real time. You know, as in that's how long it took to. It's amazing.
And it is not long.
No wonder you were fascinated. This is fantastic.
Yeah, this changed my life.
Oh my goodness!
So can you imagine how I felt yesterday at the museum?
Wow! Yeah. And someday you're going to have to go to Cork. You know that?
Yes, because that's where I left.
The last port of call, yeah. I've done the things down there, actually, the Titanic stuff down there. But yeah, it's fantastic. Gosh. This bit I understood, and then when it broke, that was the kind of unexpected thing, wasn't it, when it broke in half? Fantastic. Wow. Oh, that's so sweet. I know, I can see.
This is what I used to love.
And so do you keep this in a special place?
Yes, well, I brought it to Belfast now, so
of course.
not really, but
naturally.
I don't want anything to happen to this book.
It's in very good shape.
We're in his office at the moment.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Gosh, he looks well, Thomas.
Before he died.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. They have all the passengers.
This is actually how many people died in comparison to how many have been saved.
Wow. First class, of course. Pretty much. It's pretty much what you would expect, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm assuming the blue is men.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a hell of a lot more men on that ship anyway, wasn't there?
Yeah, but this was all crew.
Yeah, well, of course. Wow. Look at how many people died. Just crazy. Breaks your heart, doesn't it? Anyway,
yeah.
There we go. Well, you mind that now.
Yes.
I hope someday my children will say I gave them some special gift at a certain age and that affected them.
Yes.
That would mean a lot to me. I'm such a mommy.
Oh, mommy.
I know.